And just, you don't even have to look at the wood. You can just feel it. If you feel it, let's say this is perfectly smooth, but let's say if you felt just a slight hump right there, what you would do is you would get the longboard and you just sand it again, not getting too aggressive, and feel again until it's perfectly smooth. The reason we longboard is to smooth out the scratches and to get all the sanding with the grain of the planks. And you want to get yourself an 18-inch longboard. You want to wear an approved dust mask because you will get dusty. And what you do is you start with 80 grit after you get the boat faired with 80 grit. And you want to take long strokes. The longer the stroke, the smoother the finish. You don't have to press hard. You just give it just a few pounds of pressure, just enough to remove the scratches that are currently in there. What you do is you start at the transom, you do your strokes, you'll gradually move down, sanding over the area you just sanded. We like to go right back up. This is an abbreviated sand here, and then what I do is I move up about 6 inches and I go right back over where I sanded. Long, even strokes, being careful to keep this perfectly flat with the surface. Doesn't have to be fast, just a consistent motion back and forth. And we go back up. When I get to the top, I'm going to move down 6 more inches. Move 6 inches forward. Continue the stroke. And after I move forward a foot or two, I'm going to change the paper. Then it's good to make a visual point, like here's the plank seam right here, that's a good visual stopping point. Run your hand over, you can feel much better than you can see. See if there's any bumps, any imperfections. You want to move it down this way. Then you want to move it this way. See if there's any humps. You want it as absolutely as smooth as you can feel it. This is 80 grit, so when we're done with the boat, we'll go over this twice with 80 grit. Then what we'll do is the same thing, we'll repeat the process with 100 grit. We'll go twice around the boat, stopping every few minutes and just feeling our progress. And what we do is we like this bright light here because the light will show any scratches, any imperfections whatsoever. You can either take a light bristle brush and brush the sand off, the dust, or you can get a blowgun, as long as there's no moisture in the system, and blow that off. Once this is completely done, we go around the boat twice with 100 grit. We go again with the light to make sure there's no any imperfections, no raised bungs. And at that point, we can dust it off and we're ready to bleach and stain. And that's the longboarding.